Good morning, economics. Today's adulting topic is GDP. The GDP, also known as the gross domestic product, is a monetary measurement of all final value goods and services produced within that country during a time span. All original plus first-time buys, not including any products used to make the final good. Like a car, for example, it can be sold over and over, but the only purchase tracked is the first off-the-lot buy. Healthy GDP indicators is the constant increase every year. Economists track businesses, employment, prices, or use surveys.
The GDP, gross domestic product, is a monetary measurement of the final value of goods and services produced in a specific period of time, like a quarter for a country. The GDP of the United States as of 2022 is 23.32 trillion and has a growth rate of 5.9% at a population of 331.9 million people. There's over 70,000 per capita. And quarter four of 2023, the GDP rose by 3%. The U.S. has one of the highest GDPs and the largest economy by nominal GDP. Matter of fact, as of 2022, the U.S. had the 7th largest nominal GDP. During the early days of the pandemic, everyone was losing money and the economy was in a terrible state, and the GDP abruptly fell by 9% when it was projected to grow by 2.5%. During the deepest part of the Great Recession in 2008, the GDP dropped by 4%. In 1933, the GDP of the U.S. fell to its lowest recorded level it's ever been at $57 billion. It quickly rose leading up to the Second World War and stayed increasing gradually until the Great Recession of 2008. In 2022, the U.S. GDP reached a record high of $25.463 trillion, the highest it's ever been in the past 50 years. And now, I'm going to pass it to Jaden for the opinion piece.
GDP is ineffective because it doesn't track work that's unpaid or undocumented. For example, stay-at-home mothers, they can work as hard as they possibly can, taking care of children, feeding them, cooking, cleaning, all that, but it all goes undocumented in GDP, or none of it's tracked by GDP. Countries like USA and China have a really high GDP, but that doesn't tell you how good of a country it actually is. The cost of living in China and the USA are really high, which also translates to a higher GDP, and higher cost of living means higher rates of poverty.